So it's a perfect late winter's day, clear skies, and I'm going to pick up the thread of the walk along the River Roding that I did, I think it was in June last year. It's now mid-February, so I'm picking it up here at Roding Valley. I'm going to see how far I can get. This was the point where I left the river the last time I walked along here. So I've got to find my way back onto the riverbank, which is along the edge of this rugby field. It's a perfect day for a walk. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. So sunset's at 5:30, so let's see how far I can get along the river. So the path actually leaves the river at the beginning, along this concrete footpath here in Roding Valley. Back on the river. Someone should write a romance set here called The Bridges of Roding Valley. Great bridges along this river. Look at this one. This is like something from the Vietnam War. Again, the footpath is leaving the river. The footpath heads off over there. You can see the river goes this way, but there doesn't appear to be anywhere to walk along the riverbank. There's a little tributary coming through just here. Looking at the map, it's not very encouraging. It's this bit here. So the dotted line is the riverbank, but I don't know if there's a footpath along there. The footpath goes up to Buckhurst Hill and then rejoins further along. So let's see what happens. Oh my god, this is seriously overgrown. I'm gonna go flying. Okay, let's see if I can get through here. Oh my god! So, do I try and traverse this overgrown field to God knows where? Or do I follow the footpath? I think experience tells me it's probably best to follow the footpath. Wasn't too bad. A little detour through the back streets of Buckhurst Hill, not very far. I was vindicated by the fact I met an old couple who said, yeah, that basically the only way to carry on along the riverbank back there was to literally wade through it. So, onwards. And another beautiful little bridge. Beautiful lake here between Buckhurst Hill and Loughton. Add this to the catalogue of great river roding bridges. Now I stood here on this bridge with my dear friend Nick Papadimitriou, and we had a long debate about how to pronounce the name of the river. I was saying Rodding and he was insisting it was Roding. And now, 6 years later, I have to admit that he was right. There's a video on my channel here that you can see of that walk. It actually started over, I think in Grange Hill, and ended at the Wimpy Bar in Loughton. That was for our radio show, Adventures and Adventures in Topography. Frozen mud. That's the terrain from now on for a little bit. I'm pretty sure this little rivulet here isn't the Roding, but I don't know where the river's gone. How can you lose a river? So, I don't know, I might just follow the path here and see where I end up. I think if I just keep going straight along the valley, I will eventually meet the river again, but at this stage I appear to have lost it. You start to hear the roar of the converging motorways up ahead. The river is where I suspected it was, just the other side of this tree line here, on the edge of that field. So it was nice to have a little detour through the nature reserve. I think this is where I am now, Charlie Moole's Bridge. Who was Charlie Moole? And now I'm going to go this way. And here is the river. It's into that last hour of daylight. Magic hour it's called. And it's always the best part of a walk. Maybe it's one of the reasons I set off later rather than get up at the crack of dawn and set off. Because it's always great to finish your walks with the dying light of the day. It's like a wide open prairie, isn't it, rather than the edge of London? A little TARDIS by the river. So the river path ends for a while here, underneath this flyover, and it goes through an industrial estate, and I think it picks up the river a mile or two along, by which time I imagine it'll probably be dark. So I think I will go through the industrial estate just to walk up to Debden Boys, but I think this could be goodbye to the river for tonight. I'll be honest with you, I really like finishing a walk in an industrial estate sometimes. The language is so optimistic in these places. Phoenix aromas. It's on Prospect Business Park. Can we delete the photos?
Any photos are to do with building or the flip side needs to remove them.
To do with what? So over there, that's the Bank of England facility where they print the banknotes. And I was taking photographs and videoing, thinking surely this has got to be captured on CCTV, and then a very, very nice security person came out and said, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to ask to have a look at your pictures. And then they said, I'm sorry, you've got to delete anything that shows the fence line in the buildings. And she was really, really friendly and really lovely. And we had a conversation about it, and I said, well, look, what happens if I refuse? And she said, oh, God, I really don't know. Probably ultimately we'd have to call the police, because technically it's private property, but and part really nicely, she showed me the way back to the footpath here. And she shook my hand and said, I'm so sorry about that. I really do apologise, but enjoy the rest of your walk. The final bit of water and the final bridge of the day. So, it's been a great walk. It's a walk that delivers every time. Whether that's in summer or on a cold winter's day.
Okay.